Alright, hello everyone. We are playing some Hardened Scales today, and I have no idea what I'm going to be playing. I didn't love this card. Felt like it was not needed. Maybe we could have a welding jar. I was thinking of maybe welding jar is good, but I don't know. Maybe not. What I want to have is at least one pithing needle on the sideboard. So maybe we can do like this. Keep one. The reason I want to have a pithing needle on the sideboard, I don't know about the surgical. I don't know about the current sign of Urza. It was good when we cast it, but you can probably see what I'm talking about because I'm talking about the sideboard. I'll move it. There you go. Now you can see it. Long day today. I woke up pretty early. I'm having my very sophisticated dinner of oatmeal. So I think we won. The reason we want the picking needle is the Belcher deck is becoming popular, more popular than the Upsal spells deck, and so picking needle is better than surgical right now. And then, yeah, I actually like the sideboard quite a lot. I don't like more of these members. Maybe I should, but yeah, maybe I should have more of these members. But I don't love it. I like the list last time, so maybe I should just run it as it is. Gem Razors, Veils, Skarn Sign of Urza. I mean, Karn was amazing in the match we drew. It was like game winning. You want your cyber cards to be that, right? You want to be game winning cards as much as possible. So, alright, they have a third damping sphere. Just there's not enough room for everything. Only one Veil feels kind of bad, but I'm just gonna draw it like a Luckstuck. Let's play on a leak of the modern kind. We went for one last time. It was a feels bad moment. Which I lost the 5-0 to Taxes, and I lost the previous 5-0 to Dredge. Oh yeah. Wait. See, somebody wants to come hang out. It's on the stream. But yeah, went to the gym, met a friend, we went for a walk. It was cold outside. You know when it's these days that it's really pretty cold, but it's not like death winter cold. So I was like, I can do this. That's nicer actually. So I was like, I'm getting cold, but it was not too bad. But on the way back with the bag, I was like, fuck, man. I'm really getting cold here. I actually found the baguette recovery to be exactly what I wanted, by the way. It's like, it's basically one land that we want to use in turn 5. Like, most of the time it will be a land, and sometimes it will be a... You have Ravager back up from your graveyard. Or, it actually says card, not even creature, so I actually got Dismember back on a game. I think Dismember is like just kind of bad right now. Maybe a good reason to play Gruul or Lurus. Scales. This is only green source, but this is okay hand. That's a citadel I actually like a lot. Like there were many instances where we sacrificed it to Ravage and it was great. The thing with that citadel is that it's useful in every matchup. Whereas something like a Cavern of Souls or even a Blinkmouth Nexus most of the time will not come up. You know, Cavern is only good versus counter spells, so so seeing this hand, for example, Ballagat Recovery can be our third land. We go like, oh, we're playing Lantern. Holy shit. This do sacrifice. Target player shuffles the lever. Same to you, man. I don't know if this is the famous Lantern player. I know there's a guy that is a really good Lantern player. And always makes it hard to play against. They play Ensnaring Breach and, and stuff. Oh, these oats, they don't really want to go down. But I should meet them. So they're drawing another Blooming Marsh. We're drawing a second Ballista. Which is kind of nice because I wanted to play Ballista anyway. So what I was saying is like this Valagate Recovery could be our third land, for example. Like, you know, we play a 2-drop on turn 3 and we put this tap. That's fine. But also since we have already 4 lands, 3 other lands, this is basically meaning if you kill the Ozolith, I get it back turn 4. That's this. Sure. I don't understand really how this works. So they drew a Blooming Marsh and they drew a Glimmer Void. And like, I mean, I know they are a control deck. But I was not playing when this deck was actually good. So they take Ravager, of course. But again, Valagate Recovery. And then this thing does, target player mills a card, sacrifice Codex Shredder, return target card from your library to your hand. So that's 5 mana though. But I need to pay... Okay, so they can actually mill this Ballista. That's fine. Oh, how are you guys? Hope you're fine. If you're watching on YouTube, and you want to see me live, I'm live some days in the afternoon. So they mill a Ballista, which is rather unfortunate. I guess we'll play the second one. I guess this is the nuts from them, right? Like Lantern, this thing, and Thoughtseize. It's kind of the nuts. Because now basically they can see all our top decks and then they can even like, they should have a stop on their upkeep so they can mill their own card if they don't like it. But who am I to say anything? Actually, they have seen our land, so maybe it was better to play the Darksteel Citadels here. So they play Mentor's Fair. They're drawing a Ghost Quarter, so that means our Evening Mode is not that good. I don't know how I feel about this. But yeah. I mean, if they let me, I will draw it gladly. Hardened Scales. I don't play Ensnaring Breach. I probably do, right? Guess I'm attacking. Oof. So yeah, as I was saying, you know, the Valagate Recovery, turn 5 is a Ravager right now with this hand. So that means that we can play Scrap Earth. I mean, sorry, I will put this in silence so it doesn't bother. Okay. Well, I walked 15,000 steps today with my phone. I think I walked some without. So they mill themselves, so they don't draw this and they draw another line. So I think they're flooding a bit here. Like them doing this. So they drew a line. I don't know what it was. Yeah, it was quarter probably. So what does this do? Choose 2 players. Each of them searches library for a card and shuffles the library and puts a card on top of it. Okay. So they got Quarter, our thing. Maybe that was an argument for playing the Darksteel Citadel, but I guess it's just was Quarter Forest. I mean, I don't mind so much because this is a, it puts them behind on mana, and this is a decent draw. I mean, it was a good draw, but it was not like amazing draw, right? So I don't think they have a Thoughtseize or anything. Cool. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay, I guess I will just cast this. Don't rub it back. That was a mistake. I wanted to palm the ballista here, but I got distracted. Yeah, I wanted to palm the ballista. I don't know, this deck, how does this deck beat a graveyard deck? Seems that they are. So they draw another one of these. They have the shuffle thing. But they don't have no removal. They have this Glimmer Void thing. I mean, I'm gonna go for it, I think, next turn. Yes, so I guess they can put on top whatever they want, but they cannot draw a card with anything. What do I don't want to draw? You know what I mean? Like you put there something. I mean, I guess I could put the Emoth Nexus on top, so it's a bit of a choice for them. So they go for the Snaring Breach. I don't think they have a way to draw it, so I'm just gonna kill them. Why is this so big now? So of course, what is the name of this card? Codex Shredder. Okay, so we need to remember that. I mean, this is okay. 2 cards in hand. I'm pretty sure there's no action whatsoever. Yeah, but I wanted to pump. Then this would have been a 3/3, and I could do the Valgate recovery this turn anyway. Doesn't matter. It's taking a long time to play this. I mean, I'm sure it's not an easy deck to play, especially if they don't know the matchup that well. I mean, this is for sure lethal, right? But and I mean, if they have a removal, why wouldn't they play before, right? Maybe they do, and I'm just gonna get blown up. But they'll get breached next turn. And... Okay. Okay, so they play Artifact, so this is good. They play Black, so this is good. They play Pithing Needle, can do the Codex Shredder or the Lantern, both of them. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Description sounds pretty bad. Silver Seer, I mean, animation model sounds pretty bad as well. I mean, I guess it could be make an army and kill them, but I don't know. Is that what we want? Silver Seer kind of forces them to interact. I mean, Throne of the Dead is the kind of card that you draw it and you're like, ugh. So, I don't know. I have no idea. Just I wish I knew more about the matchup, but I played the matchup like 2 times, I think. I think I played the matchup like 2 times in my life. I mean, if they have many, I mean, I don't mind this so much. They have Emoth, so you can actually more or less present a relatively fast skill. That's Welding Jar, that's strong versus us. We can also name it with also the other thoughts is deck, right? So mulliganing doesn't seem the most smartest. May I take this guy? They take Valgate Recovery of all the cards. Haters. I mean, I actually bought 4 of these, thinking it was not a tap land, thinking, man, this card is broken, and then I realized it was a tap land. Oops, it costed like 50 cents. I was like, how are people sleeping on this? Right. No one drop, sadly. I think now is kind of a prime time for streamers, so hmm. So I'm guessing that's why nobody's watching. Okay. Hey, and another land. It's rather unlucky to draw 2 lands when you keep already 4-lander, I guess. Yeah, I did add one Northern Pillar to the deck. Maybe we should add the second. Second Lantern. So what does this do? Like sacrifice it, target player shuffles the library. Okay. And they're drawing a land as well. I'm guessing they will not do that, but yeah, I'm gonna play the Steelverse here. Throne of Death could be a kill if we give a poison counter. Which maybe I should have done, but I think it's just such a slow kill. So probably gonna play. They're drawing another welding jar. What is this? Snaring Bridge. One card in hand. But I don't see a way they stop this. Like just getting huge. I mean, also we could just activating moth, attack, pump, and then play. So we can put even 2 poison counters, and then proliferate them to death, or we just play the ballista. So drawing another welding jar, and they have a random card in hand that we don't know of. I'm guessing the emoth point of damage means that we get to we have the weight we have the opportunity to proliferate them. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So now we can attack. Let's take it, and then we can play a ballista in the next turn. So we attack. We just really don't know. If you do this like this, the quarter damage goes through. So this dies, and we play a forest. But I'm pretty sure they will sack one of these to shuffle the Argon Ravager away. But now they got a poison already. We can play Throne of Geth, Mentor's Fair. Pithing Needle. But they have to needle so many things, right? They need to needle the... They can needle Walking Ballista. Okay. Sorry, I'm touching my mouth. So they have a second welding jar, so they are top decking now. I'm kind of happy I went for that. I mean, they kind of established themselves as like almost impossible to kill, I guess. Maybe I should have kept the animation models to kill by infect, but I guess I was lucky to draw the... Yeah, I mean, they're drawing these. Maybe they can look for another ballista. I mean, we have plenty of artifacts. I think it doesn't matter, right? So I can just sack here. Oh, Golden Jar makes this pretty awkward. So that means that basically we need to draw the 3 gem razors we have, or draw a pithing needle on a gem razor. Name Welding Jar with the pithing needle, funnily enough. I'm guessing they can find another pithing needle with this. They can stack this, right? Pay 4, sacrifice Inventor's Fair. Okay, they need another line. But I think they were drawing a line. Oh no, they're drawing the black stuff. Okay, so they're still a bit far. I'm gonna put the something something that they want to shuffle away. But I mean, they need to sacrifice one of these things, right? So I kind of like that. I will put. I mean, it doesn't matter. I put picking needle on top. Very smart. Yeah, I think I'm kind of locked here. Let's see. Maybe we're lagging. We can draw pithing needle, name Welding Jar, draw gem razor, and win. I mean, they had it all this game, right? Basically, that's what it is. Hmm. Yeah, we don't have any mention model on the deck. So I'm gonna drop pithing needle. Oh, this is gonna be super long. I'm bored. I will just. This is gonna be like. I guess this is why that deck wins, because they just. Um. Yeah, I don't think I want any of these, right? Huh. Silver Seer was kind of like whatever, I guess. So kind of quite of this, and I was about to have 2 pithing needles on my sideboard. I mean, they need to have 2 pithing needles, right? Does this hand do it? Like turn 1 animation, turn 1 Ozolith, turn 2 or Ballista. I don't love these. Huh? I mean, we have a Ravager Ballista. There's a decently fast kill. Maybe turn 4 kill. Guess we can risk it. Let's risk it for the biscuit. And they also have Thoughtseize and stuff, so not the worst to have 2 Ozolith. Yeah. Of course, we would like to draw lands, but they are tending to let you. Like, I would rather take a spell heavy land hand than a. Yeah. Okay. PC needle naming what? College Shredder. Well, that's in the blind now. I mean, do you think they do it? Or they just don't? Third Ozolith. That's brutal. We actually have only 3 Ozoliths in our deck right now. Here it is. We have only 3 Ozoliths in our deck, and we managed to draw all of them. I guess we can sacrifice them. to Ravager. Is that... I mean, so why do they mill themselves? I don't understand. Like, it's so random to do this. Unless there is, like, something they can return from the graveyard. I'm guessing they don't have Lantern. Well, that sucks, man. That sucks a lot. The fuck? This Inquisition is caused like out of nowhere. 3 Ozoliths, man, out of 3. That's kind of sucky. Ancient Stirrings. So you get another Inventor's Fair. They could have done this before and played. I'm not one to judge. I guess they couldn't play it and do the length or something. Neil. Man, what is this? So, fuck. So I would really like to draw a card they can cast. You may imagine. Can you imagine? That would be kind of nice. They're still, it's like they know they have lands on top. It's just they know, man. What is this? I just signed up for a calisthenics class, but I have no idea what I am. What is it actually? Search library. Each player exiles the top card of the library face down. Sacrifice. Each player turns face down all of the cards and then puts all permanent cards among them into the battlefield. Sure. I mostly play permanents. So I guess they can do this when we don't have a permanent, right? Very smart. Get the double Ozolith and drew the third. Meal? Okay, I guess we can make it for at least. So we attack this boy. This matchup is so boring, man. Like, I mean, it's insane boring. Hopefully no Fatal Push or any of that business. Abruptly, Assassin's Trophy. I guess I take the counter. Yes, I look for a line. Well, we have less lands now in our deck, so we should be able to draw them more. So I just sign up for this. What is this? Oh no, it's very far. Fuck. Why did I do this to myself? So I found a friend of mine told me, oh, you want to come? It's a calisthenics trial class stuff. And it's 7 kilometers away from my house by bike. I'll put the Inmon's Nexus and they will glad. I mean, there's so many cards. We'll put a permanent. I'll put him off Nexus. They for sure will mill it, right? There's no chance they take that they don't mill it. Why, you know I have two Ozoliths. Alright, we dealt them two, guys. Why don't you milk first and you get more information when you thought, ah. Man, that deck, this player is not big brain enough. Sorry, but you're not big brain enough for your deck, I think. Oh, this is good. So we put a counter here, we make a servo. Then we play these. We put a counter. We make a servo. We make a counter. Yeah. So we will. I should have Pendle Heaven did maybe one more point of damage. But yeah. I think this is more damage, right, in total? No, I say no, and then I put counters here. Alright, animation module, maybe you'll carry us. They gain a life, sure thing. But they know what they're drawing, right? Because they did this shit. Is it a lantern? Oh, Stone Bridge. We'll make a lot of 1/1s. Oh, for 0. Nice. So we cannot attack anymore. We still can draw Ballista. I mean, 1/1s can attack to just for sure not. We play Hardened Scales. Man, this is so boring. I think one of the ways to win this game is that they actually time out, because... Do they mill themselves again? What? I still don't understand why they're milling themselves. Is this a win con they have? Like, they just mill themselves? I guess they can EE and blow up these, but Ghost Quarter. Sure. Maybe they Ghost Quarter that, but that will empty our deck a bit, so... I would say... Yes. Yes. I mean, we can actually draw... We can draw one of our 3 gem razors, right? Deck? Deck was not cooperating. I mean, problem is they can EE in response of the gem razor. So we maybe need to draw another creature before. Deck was not cooperating. I'm just gonna pass. And you really need a special kind of player. They are still milling themselves, which I still don't understand. What is the point? Does anybody know? You know, when you see a hard, you should be worried. Why doesn't it work again? Ugh. God damn it. Because they're milling all their things. They're really wasting a ton of time. So yeah, the problem here we have right now is that if we draw a Gem Razor, we need to draw another creature first. Because they can just EE. I mean, this is not bad, actually. You can look for a Ballista next turn. We actually have the Ozolith, so maybe that could be enough. I'll say yes to this, actually. Actually, so I have a plan, guys. I have just come up with a plan of the following kind. A 0 cards in hand, and they're gonna show us what they draw. They gain a life, okay. Sure. But if they sack this, then they cannot play a Pithing Needle, right? So they play a land. They have no interaction whatsoever. So my plan is... Oh, they actually can get a Pithing Needle and then Ballista. Maybe then we can draw the Ravager. Lantern! Oh yeah, baby! Man, you gotta... Ah, that's so bad. Oh, a forest? What can I do? So, check this out, guys. Check this out. So I don't think that's... Okay, each player exile to top card of the library. Sacrifice, okay, nothing. Sacrifice, call the turn target card from your graveyard. Nothing. Nothing. Turn breach. EE. The thing is, though... Oh, they cannot blow the EE because they don't have mana up. And then the Lantern, sacrifice Lantern, then play Shells of the Library. Sure. Cool. So we go to the end step. We put 3 counters here. So now they cannot activate the EE. Sure, okay. Okay. Cool. Now we go to our upkeep. Guys, I saw this trick being done. And then we're gonna draw forest, and we're like, oh no, we don't like to draw forest. Sacrifice this to itself. Yes. Doesn't matter where it goes. You grow. No. We can actually sacrifice that guy too. No. And they're like, opponent's not confused. Why did you do this in the upkeep? Like, now we get to draw another card. Haha. Not that forest. Now they need to use their thing. And we draw another Ballista. Haha. And we have won, opponent. We have beaten your fucking thing. Doesn't matter. I have a Ballista in hand. It doesn't matter that you have that in hand. Doesn't matter. So, I mean, we can do this like this and hold on to mana to to sacrifice something, but it doesn't matter, right? We found a way, guys. We found a way. The way was found. Scavier, good card, apparently. I shot so many times on Scavier, I kind of feel bad that I'm winning games with it now. Foreign found. Yeah. Oof. We are on the play. We have a 1-lander. We have a lot of guys, but yeah, we can do better than this. I like when people say this. We can do better than this. Like, as in, you know, like, come on, man. Come on, deck. You can do better than this. Can we even put a Darksteel citadel back, right? Keep the utility. Illuminava. Oh, yeah. Maybe opponent thought, last game I mean, that we were on... Actually, this is nice because this means we can play this turn 3 and make a servo. No, it loops all spells, motherfucker, or Belcher. Belcher bullshit. We could be that. I told you this deck was popular, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna dodge it because I'm professional. So, what I mean is we can play animation module, play Llano or make a servo. Okay. Oh my god. I don't know. Like, it's whatever, like... Combo decks will always exist, I guess. Ooh. Oh, this means it doesn't get the thing, but still is good. And I draw these a little too late. So I'm gonna play the animation module and play Downward Reborn tapped. Next turn I'm gonna pump the dudes. So, yeah, I mean, Ravager of the top is a kill, and that we should make it a meme, probably. Are we dead, opponent? That is not good. That does not sound good at all. That looks like a dead Hardened Scales player. I mean, we can look at their deck anyway, so... Really? Oh my god, you kill me. I can't believe this. I guess they're playing... they play Blood Moons. I mean, turn 3 kill, it's always very hard for Scales to come back from. Okay. Sodek and VG. Twitter. This is... Is this the list? This is okay, so they're on the side. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys so we're all on the same page. This is Sodek. He likes to make kind of these decks, and they are fucking hard to beat. Playing Lines of Sanctities, I guess they're bringing them in. Maybe they play... What is Defense Greek? What does that do? Make sure I come on with the... Okay. During each play turn, each other plays spells cost 3 more to play. Okay, that they're not gonna bring. That Boil they're not gonna bring. Maybe Empty the Worms, maybe Nature's Claims. But yeah, you can see the deck packs, Spirited Results, you know, like a good bread and butter BS combo deck. But I mean, yeah. I'm guessing Gen Razors can kill. There's very little we can do actually. Only Pithing Needle is really good in this spot. Torpor Orb. No. Relics. No. Maybe Damping Spheres are good. Bale. They play Pack of Negation. Maybe it's better than something else. Definitely don't see anything here that's too interesting. I think Animation Module... It's too bad. Maybe Steel Overseer is okay. Maybe Throne is okay. I think... We'll probably never cast these. I mean, honestly, Gem Razor, it's ridiculously bad. But maybe there is a chance where they play it and then they need to top, so then we go for it. We don't really have time to draw 2 Ozolites. Anatoly is not that good, the Ozolite. Same with Strong Guide, a bit low, and same with Scrapyard, Recombiner, a bit slow. I'm not excited about this. I think this is gonna be a pretty quick game. We're on the play too, but Okay, that's the pithing needle. I mean, fuck it, right? Pithing needle. They also play anti warrants, so I'm not gonna mulligan a hand with pithing needle and a lion, but I don't know, guys. I'm not too excited about playing with one lander. One is mulligan into 5, by the way. The enemy. I think I was watching Michael Jacobs' videos, by the way, which are very interesting if you are into Untitled Scales. And he was always talking about this opponent as the enemy. And I found that pretty hilarious. I'm gonna play the worker on 1. I mean, that gives him one more turn to drop at force background negation, but yeah, I'm just gonna cast this, man. If they have it, they have it. So I'm gonna say Goblin, Charbelcher. Is this the card? I think it is, right? I mean, what is it called? Goblin? Nobody knows. But yeah. Maybe they play 1 Nature's Claim. So if this resolves, they play 1 Nature's Claim, 1 Empty the Warrants, 2 Angers of the Gods, 2 Leylands of Sanctity, which maybe they bring in. Okay, kill these. I mean, we just need to draw lands, actually. Any lands, and we are in good spot, I think. They literally play... Oh my god. So, yeah. Come on, man. The internet, like... Magic shouldn't favor these guys. Now is when they play, like, Nature's Claim, kill your Pithing Needle. Manamorphose, Nature's Claim, kill your Pithing Needle, Belcher next turn, and we lose. It's coming. And they play 1 Nature's Claim. If they have it, I'm gonna dream it. I know I drew my Pithing Needle, but I took a shit hand for it. So... Ritual. Seems good. Rolling Charbelcher. Okay, I guess, no, we couldn't draw more lines. We drew 3 blanks. Okay, now they have this and they're just waiting for Nature's Claim, and we're waiting for... We are waiting for lands and to be able to kill them, and they're waiting for Nature's Claim. 2 green sources would be amazing, because then we can play the Gem Razor. No, man, don't do it. No, don't tell me you drew the Nature's Claim. Oh, they have to recross the path, right? So now they can put Nature's Claim on top. Okay. I think the risk was fine. I mean... I think the risk was fine. Like, okay, we didn't draw a land in 3 turns. We played 23 lands. Okay, I cut one of the but I get recoveries. We don't have an interesting, so we find any green source. We can find another land. We even drew the Gem Razor, but whatever, man. I think they just kill us next turn. They just put Nature's Claim on top, claim this, activate Belcher, and we die. I mean, you know, I think Sodek was top for this deck. Yeah, and I mean, I don't know what's the opinion of people, but I think Magic is better when this kind of combos don't exist, because it just makes the game so ridiculous. Like, this is not about Magic at all. Like, there is no Magic being played here. It's just, in my opinion at least. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, I'm not even salty. Like, Scales has never beaten this kind of things. But it's like, if you know what I mean? Like, a deck that basically abuses the fact you have no lands into their deck and has a 1-card combo, I think this is where we are. So, well, at least I put that in bottom. Length. I mean, I didn't. Okay. So I don't know what is the chances of this happening, but in 6 turns, so in 5 draw steps, and actually 6 draw steps because I just put the Yosolid on the bottom. So 6 draw steps, I didn't find a land. I mean, I gotta calculate these odds, guys. I know it's not. So we have 53 cards. What does this do? I'm intrigued. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting just a nature card. I don't understand. Like, I mean, of course, I lost a lot of good cards, but still don't understand what's going on here. Okay. Don't they have like one nature's claim, or are they just going for the good old empty the warrants? I mean, isn't that how they do it? They just put like a ton of spells and now they will empty the warrants me? Maybe. Anyway, so we have. Okay, they actually have the claim, right? Yeah. And we die. Amazing game, fantastic magic. So we had 53 cards left in the deck. We have 22 successes in the population, and we have had a sample size of 6. And we only wanted one more land. So the odds of having less than 1 are 0.03. So, like, yeah, 3% of the games you don't draw land in that. I mean, yeah. They actually had the traced things, so they have both the Belcher, which is only a 4 of in their deck. Like, it literally they only play 4. And then they also have the retraced paths and lands and everything. So life is just hard sometimes, guys. When you're playing Hardened Scales, you just get belched. That's okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, honestly, the thing is that there are not like that many big tournaments right now, and of course, the one big tournament there was like Vintage Cube and Pioneer, and people were like, "Oh, Hewlett is too strong. We should ban it." I'm like, "Do you guys realize that the guy didn't even win like 70% of his games with Hewlett, like matches? He just won because he was good at the. I mean, this hand has everything. If we get going, I think it's fine. Oh, Forest. Oh, maybe we're playing Intellect. Yeah. So, like, the reason he won is because he did very well in Pioneer, Vintage, or he did. Oh boy, they were taking a bit what I would say, Lord. That's a turn to Blobber Elf, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how you feel about this, but it just happened. We're at 14. We're at 14, and they have 6 mana, turn 3, 8 mana. So they are a better Tron right now. This Ponza deck. They cycle a land. I found that super greedy. So we play run 6. Okay, so I will play. I mean, the fact that they attack with this guy means that they have nothing else, right? We can, if they survive, we can get a ballista and start cleaning up house. I'm not gonna block that. Or we can just draw it. That's also fine. So we play ballista for x equals 2, sacrifice with 3 counter. I mean, this is very good, but we can play these. We can play both a ballista and a Hangovac. It's kind of nice. So first thing, we kill these. Then we sack this Darksteel citadel. By the way, I'm liking a lot of Darksteel citadels in the deck. What a nice start opponent, man. What a nice fucking Ponza shithole. Sorry, I've been watching Crockies and I say a lot more crap in, I don't know, sorry about that. What a joke, man. What is good against them, dismember? I don't think I even want to bring Gem Razor. Especially not on the draw. It kills Blood Moon, but who cares? We have 7 forests. So maybe we got one Scrapyard. And Scrapyard has been very good this deck. I mean, still under seal on the draw seems a bit dodgy. Animation model is okay in this matchup, I think. Throne is fine, Inscription is fine. They can actually kill the Ozolith. Maybe I got one animation module just because if the game goes long, we'll draw it. And if the game is fast, we don't need it. That is my hot take. Oof, this hand is so close. This hand, honestly, may be keepable, even without the green for the scales. Like, we can go turn 2, turn 3. I mean, maybe I just draw the green source, right? Okay, opponent kept 7, I'm gonna keep 7 and go away for the risky hand. They had an amazing hand, but they ran out of gas. I mean, I guess they were hoping to hit a Season Pyromancer of the blood bit of land. Oh, not that land. Oh, I should play Darksteel Citadel. Oops! Now I can get the pillage. I should have played Darksteel Citadel. It did. Oof, that was rough. Okay, I mean, anyway, draw this. That was rough. I should play Darksteel Citadel, of course. Nothing was played by them. I think I'm gonna wait. I mean, they probably have removal, right? I actually ran this in because I actually didn't mind this happening, honestly. They play Valistan, they remove it, is bad. Could just play next turn, right? There's no reason to play it into 5 open mana. Because, I mean, if they don't have... Okay, if they didn't cast a single spell here, this can only be Bolts or Bonecrusher Giants and shit like this. So, I'm gonna be efficient. Pass the turn like this. Maybe there are more pillages. Who knows? But I had played the animation model, right? So, cool Mountain, man. Chandra, that's a good draw. So still have one crash. Oh, it is nice. So maybe we just run the Throne of God. I still feel they have a lot of removal. And then next time we can play both Ravager and Ballista. Or, okay, I can do this as well. I can play Ravager. Okay, that's the plan. Okay, I have a plan, guys. Maybe this is bad if they minus on the Ravager. Actually, this is bad. This is actually a really bad line. This was the worst line. But they probably minus on the Ravager, I guess. Maybe, but it's a bait, because then we play second Ravager. Actually, I can hit both animation module and this and survive this. So maybe I will do it, because they didn't bolt it, right? Maybe they have bolt. I don't love it in the Darksteel Citadel. See what they do. Maybe they plus. Or they Bone Crusher. Okay, so if they have Bone Crusher, that means that they can minus as well. Okay, so I will do this. Yeah, maybe it was a bit rough. Bad to play there. Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe I could play a second Ravager now. Ooh, is this lethal? Moth. This is 4, 6, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, it's not lethal, but like close. So I have one card in hand. Okay. Okay, now I'm feeling pretty good about this. Okay, let's see. I have 2 cards in hand. This will ultimate next turn, right? So, okay. Shocked. Sure. That's really good draw, I guess. We draw 2 cards. Draw the top card. Plant. Our elf. So I have 1 card. So aggression settings for a land. I love that. We can just play second scales, play ballista. So we're gonna ping this so it doesn't ultimate. So they're dead on board right now, so we don't need to do anything. We can so yeah, it's on the top. Other Gallagher, sure. So if they cast it, they use 5 mana, sure. So let's see what they do with the last land. 2 cards in hand, they're not willing to use it. So they could have double bolt, I guess. That would be a thing. Okay, so I guess we can. So if they have double bolt exactly, or bolt and bone crusher giant, we lose. But so basically what I'm gonna do is just gonna ping here. So they go down to 1 again. So maybe this is a bit just being stupid, but if they... So that's a 4th due to PS Pro. That's insane amounts of mana. I should ping this as well. Okay, let them cast this. Maybe I'll ping the Arbor Elf now. They didn't play it, right? I don't understand what's happening. So 7 here. Okay. Ponza. Ponza, Ponza. You know, sometimes this happens, you know. You play around nothing. I mean, probably we could have gone for it. I just didn't see a reason, right? I mean, they were like just turtling around so much. I mean, I guess it was fine to go for it once we could play around one bolt. I mean, the Excel is good so far. We only. Hello, Cooper the Red. Thank you for the host, man. You have doubled my viewers. I only have one viewer today. I don't know who it is. But thank you for the host. I need to remember to host you when I'm done streaming myself. I just find sometimes that I have so few viewers that I'm like, who am I gonna? Well, and actually, the last time I looked for you, you were not there. So, but you had a good stream. What did you play? Playing first. I'll give this hand. I mean, depending on which, this Gerardo 94. Depending on what they're playing, I'm probably gonna start with animation models. It's better. It's almost always good to do animation model and a word of born tap, make a circle on the unknown, and we're playing against a control deck, so it's probably pretty good. You know, have a servo. You don't graft onto it, of course. Yeah, that deck looks fun. The Rakdos Death Shadow deck. Oh man. Alright, round 6 is a beating. But I guess I can play the Ozolith, play Hangalak. Can make it. So if they minus again, then we can kill it back. So I am almost fine doing this, not grafting. Because I really want to keep the counter here. I mean, so far they have minus a servo that was free. Rain of Gore in the sideboard. I don't even know what that does, but looks good. Rain of Gore. Do you know, Cooper, that I was the one that invented the Helio deck Kappa? It's probably because I've gone to... Ah, that's so fun. Yeah, I've seen that card before. That looks really cool. I don't know why it's not working. I actually installed the MTG bot, but I need to figure out why it's not like believing in me. But I just googled it. For the people in doubt, it's this thing. So if you gain life instead, you lose life. What? That's so broken. My token, man. What the fuck? Sure. So we're gonna do this. I'm not mod serine. I don't think there is a single mod, in fact. Maybe should. I mean, I know you're in real life, so like, if you do something bad, I will go for it. No. So we put a counter here. Yes. Make a servo. Okay. The fact that they bounce my servo, it's brutal. My doctor is brutal. So we're playing some yeah, Udo nonsense. But we have a pretty decent hand against them. Actually, in fact, I could even wagger the death if they tap out. So Better not tap out, opponent. Better not tap out. That's some Uro up, not BS. I think if they like fetch, play Uro, do something ridiculous, or they don't. Do they play Shark the Fool in these decks? I don't think so, right? They could play Cryptic, but I mean, if they do. So I can send this to this, those to those, yeah. I'm really interested. Oh, they're fetching. They are fetchers. Okay, the shock. So they probably have Cryptic tap. Your team. Have all your creatures your opponent controls. Oh. I'm gonna play this, say no, play a Ravager. Yeah, Reign of Gore is also pretty good versus them. Nah, I think this matchup is actually rather fine. I mean, it's not the best, but yeah, they actually went turn 2, turn 3, Teferi, turn 4 Cryptic, so it's kind of like their very good draw, I guess. But if they go Uro or some nonsense like this and they tap out, they are actually almost dead on board. So they need to be really careful. I mean, the problem is this card. This card is just the, like, ugh. So I guess now, okay, what do you do to draw that in your hand? Tap my team again. If I had an Imp of Nexus, that'd be nicer. It's so nice to stream, guys. Oh. Alright. So they put Cryptic back on top. They will deal 1 damage. Bro. I mean, sure, man. Deal me 1 damage. Not get lands back. You don't need those. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I'm not good at drawing emotes. Instead of... Honestly, so they just have Cryptic Command, but maybe they have 2 Cryptic Commands already, you know, and they just start looping them. But still, they don't draw a card. I mean, I guess they draw a card of these. I think there's a point in sacking here. The... dude. That's the best draw in our deck. Okay, we go to combat. Show me that second Cryptic Command, opponent. That's strong play. You tap all my creatures. Yeah, Nimble would be rather nice, but you know, from next turn you can start making Field of the Dead tokens. Obnath. No. Green, reds. I cast Omna. Locus of Creation. No. No. I draw a card. For free. Do you remember, guys, the time that the people wanted Ancient Steerings banned? Doesn't even draw a card. Like, Ancient Steerings actually doesn't draw a card. You know, it's pretty bad. Do they fetch? They do. With any lag, they will tap out and we'll kill them with a Doctor. Mystic Sanctuary. Put Cryptic back on top, am I right? add mana. But they cannot play another land. So they have Cryptic on top. I played a Fairy. Oh my god. Okay, guys, let's draw a lista, shall we? I draw a card. It's the Fairy Tribal, man. Shit. I get a land back. Yeah. I need to draw a lista, and actually can beat them. But you untap your lands. That's fine. This one. Okay. I eat a servo. I make a dude. No. I eat a servo. So the plan here, guys, is we draw a lista. Oh, I said no to the... Oops. They have disconnected. No. So the plan here is we draw a lista. No. And they tap us with Cryptic. Yeah, but like if we draw ballista here, basically they tap us, but then we make a 17-17 ballista and we kill them. But we didn't draw ballista, so I did like they joined the game, right? I tap your team. I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna pass the thing. Yeah, of course I could have played the ballista after combat. So the point is that they tap you, then you play, I don't know, whatever. I mean, even without the scales, the ballista was lethal because this is, we can make 3 top tier. So this is 9, 11 plus, yeah, plus 4 is 16. Yeah. I concede. I mean, they went turn 2 Rand, turn 3 Teferi, turn 4 Cryptic, turn 5 Cryptic, with Growth Spiral, turn 6 Omnath. Yeah. That was pretty hard, not gonna lie. But I have a secret deck here. Right? This is not that good. This dies the Ram. I mean, the thing is, next turn they basically never tap out at this point. They have Omna. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I also lost games to those. I mean, I just don't feel like it, man. It's late, and we will lose that game. They have Teferi, they have Ren, and they have Cryptic Command. I think I was gonna lose. We were gonna lose for sure. I just don't feel like playing for 20 minutes and then losing anyway. I guess we can cut 1 throne, 1 worker, 1 scrapyard. Veil is not even that awesome, but it does stop. Like, you can play badly with Veil, like you pretend you don't know your stuff. Like, and then you just play the card pre-combat and then you Veil it. Let's see. I think we had a pretty good hand against them, but they had like the absolute nuts, so we got beaten. I mean, Hardened Scales turn 1 is good. It stops the Ren and 6 VS. They don't have force, of course. They don't have force. Probably they start out force. I mean, I would be... Alright, that's Inmoth. So do we want to play Hangavak and get it past? I mean, I could play Ravager and go for a kill next turn actually with a worker, but... sounds suspect. That's only a kill if we draw... I'm gonna play this, and if they pass it, they pass it. See you, honest mate. Sleep tight. Yeah, hopefully, like next year we can start playing paper again. Oh, that's. Oh. So this is probably a growth spiral, right? If I'm not mistaken. But it could be anything. So yeah, I will attack. Maybe path. The double path, like. There's always a bit lag on this step, and then sometimes you missed it. So maybe the growth spiral. Yeah, they normally don't play 2-mana counters, so maybe I should just jam it. I don't want to play the Ravager. Probably play Animation Module, Land Overborn, make a servo. That's my plan. Okay, but they probably just have Growth Spiral here. I think they play Remand sometimes. That's why I would rather play the 1-mana spell, so either Remand it, I just play it again. And yeah, they can. So if they Teferi minus these, we can kill the Teferi, which is kind of nice. And then we can play a Ravager. And if then they tap out for an Umnath, we win. Yeah, let's go Spiral. I guess I could Teferi minus plus. Hello, Tiger Style. Thank you. I'm doing fine. I'm 2-1. We lost to Belcher, which was not particularly close. Not gonna lie. Let's see what opponent's up to. Are we crypting it? Are we crypting already, opponent? Is that your plan? Are you crypticing me? Okay, maybe that's their plan. I'm just gonna attack. If they cryptic me, I'll play the Ravager, make a servo. They aren't crypticing me. I mean, this must be a cryptic command, so they have the mana for it. But we don't really need to play into it at all. We could play Worker, make a servo. Probably puts the most amount of pressure. I know I could have made servos, but this is bigger. Yeah, actually, maybe. Honestly, I was expecting them to tap me. But yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping that they play Omnath. They play Omnath and they tap out and then they die to Ignoth. They die to Ignoth or the attackers. Maybe they have Pack or Fiction? So the plan is they play Omnath, they play a fetch land, they shock like idiots, and then we win. In which matchup is inscription of they don't play sweepers, I think. Maybe they do, but oh, why would you this doesn't make sense. Why would you do this? You know what I mean? Like, why would you bounce my dude? I guess they were gonna sweep anyway. Okay. So I can give them the poison. They could have path. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna play the Hangaback. If they path it, it's not so bad. Also, they didn't play around Bale, I say. Yeah, but I didn't even know they play super. But why would they? I mean, I guess we lost 2 top tiers. I mean, they stand a counter to it. I don't care actually. That super was not that good. I would be more mad if they had played. Yeah, that's one Phil Ruin. That's interesting. Maybe I have more cryptics. That's the most annoying. No pads still. It's funny. Yeah, it's good draw. We attack them. Pass the turn. So if Phil Ruin, one overdoes. They just went for it like crazy. They didn't even save it. Yeah, yeah. So they're at 6, and feel that. Nice. I should say always no. Again, they're not planning on doing it. It's weird how sometimes they play a very, very how to say it. Like very much planeswalkers be in their face kind of thing, and then sometimes play like this. So actually could palm this, and this is lethal, so then they need to path this. It could be an option, right? If we, or we could pump here. I mean, this puts them to 1 if this goes. I mean, they must have far path, right, guys? We are gamers here. Should I graft? No. So if they sweep me here, I can kill them with the Ravager, which I've been slow rolling like a madman. Two Supreme Verdicts, eh? Very interesting. Mayday tap out. Come on, play that Teferi, man. Do it. You want to do it. It's like, it's a need for you. But play that Jace. Just, why wouldn't you play Jace? Yeah, play, I mean, this is weird. They don't normally play two Supreme Verdicts. Play that Jace, man. Oh, yes. What could go wrong? More value. More value. More value. Just put another line into play. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go for it and they will have a path, right? But what can I do? I'm a gamer. They have 2 cards in hand. They could have another path. That's true. Oh, I could just exile the... Maybe that's not... Okay, there's no point in doing what I was about to do. I guess I can just exile the graveyard. Play a Ravager, make a bunch of servos. This is so greedy, man. Like, you know, like, okay, so I think we should go for the kill with a Ravager. But I know for a fact that they have a path to exile. Yeah. I think Ravager is better than Walker. Oh yeah, you're probably right. It's better to play the I like... Yeah, I guess I can play the... I can also play the Scrapyard Combiner. It's actually kind of nice to play Scrapyard Combiner because I can get a Ballista next turn. So we're gonna Relic them. Get Relic. Maybe they do something in response. Oh, the Oscillate. This is also a good card to draw, not gonna lie. I mean, they will shuffle my deck anyway. Okay, opponent, you have 1 card in hand. It better not be good. These? Of all the cards? These? Sure. Not the Ingmoth, but this. Yeah, they make zombies. We know that. We need to pay mana for our servos, that they don't. The problem with this is... The attack, that's so greedy, man. It's so greedy. Like, it's so greedy to attack you. It's 7, god damn it. Sure. I'll take it. The Fairy Raveler of Time. Okay, they have 1 card in hand. Do you think it's a cryptic? So I want to draw a Veil. Okay, they return the animation module. Sure. They draw a card. Come on, man. Just play the Jace. You have it in your hand. Ren and 6. Come on, man. Just play it. Okay, feel the ruin. You want to do it exactly. You just want to feel a ruin this thing. Come on, man. Do it. You just want to feel a ruin right now. No questions asked. I wish I could sag it. I should play the Ravager. Now they have a forest. Come on. Let's draw a Ballista team. Let's draw a Ballista, guys. Come on. We didn't draw a Ballista yet this match. Okay, I'm gonna do a trick here. So if I attack with the servo... Okay, I'm gonna play the Scrapyard Combiner. If they have a 3rd sweeper, then we're gonna put everything on the Walker. Guys, we haven't coordinated enough to draw the ballista. But okay, Scrapyard can find us the ballista. It can be the hero. Pepe hands. Okay, with the Scrapyard Combiner. One gun in our opponent's hand. Oh my god, this game's so hard, and that's why I consider so fast the first game, because it's so slow, this matchup, when it goes like this. Okay, one gun in hand. Show it to us, opponent. Show it. Don't be shy. Put it in the battlefield, man. Get the value while you can. Do you guys think... Okay. People ruining their hand. Get that value, dude. You have it. Okay. Yeah, he has nothing, I know. I'm going for it now. Maybe he runs me out of basics for head. You desire the value so much. By the way, they should have shoot that a long time ago. Shows weakness, opponent. That shows weakness. Also, being f6 shows weakness. Come on, give me a ballista so we make it like a clear win, you know? Alright, that's a bail. Hmm. You know they're gonna be greedy and try to tap to bounce this, right? Sure, yes. If they have a cryptid, they're gonna bounce this. I'm attacking you for lethal damage. Do you accept your fate? Yes. Alright, I mean, it didn't matter whatever he had there, because if he pathed the Topter, I could sack the other things and make the other Topter lethal with the Ravager, so we're fine. Man, this is just... Like, you cannot make one mistake. You can't make one mistake in this matchup. Like, if you get blown up by a random 6 or a whatever, and you didn't expect it, you get destroyed. You get wrecked. I think I like my sideboard strategy. The relic was instrumental. Ethergast. I mean, we play literally... Okay, I guess we could play also Valagate Recovery, but we play 9 green spells, and they keep Ethergast in their deck. We'll have 8 minutes, guys, so I'm gonna focus. Huh, that is a fairly bad hand. They are mulliganing. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. We can go turn 1 Ozolith, turn 1, turn 2 Worker, tap land, Ballista. Put a lot of pressure. They don't always have a random 6 turn 2. I promise. I've seen it sometimes they don't have it. Oh. And that means that we can actually protect the counters. Force? There's no way I have force, right? Man, they're on the play. They have ceremonious rejection? I mean, if they have ceremonious rejection, you get a thumbs up from me. I gotta play a bit fast. So next turn playing double worker. No, it's just fetching. But you see like how much more time they have than us is because they actually don't have to think that much. No kappa intended, but they actually don't. I don't think do you even play like a playset of Path to Exile? Maybe they can bolt this when this is on the stack. Ugh, that kind of sounds bad. I would rather they bolt the worker than that they bolt Enigma, I guess. Oh my god, opponent. Gerardo, 94. And if they have bolt, I mean they have bolt, right? Okay. I cast a Fairy Time Raveler. No! Brutal! I should pop it right now. Wow. I think they play one Engineer Explosive if they play any. Okay, you got me, opponent, with your tricks. I mean, we're not in like the worst spot after being 3 for 1. That was rough. That's true. That was did not think about that, not gonna lie. Sometimes you don't think about it. It's okay. But we have a follow-up Ozolith. And you know, workers are not the best cards in our deck, right? So like if they play the Fae right now, we let it bounce the Ballista, and then we replay the Ballista, put a counter on it, and shoot the Fairy. So it's like a fine exchange. Oof. It's late down here. Huh? So post a modern entity that says mono blue. That is a strong monster. Not gonna lie. Oops. Can't cast this. Okay. Alternative win condition. Activate. This is not looking good, not gonna lie. Maybe our hand was a bit too bad versus them. Double worker. I mean, it's not over. I know they have a 9 mana turn 5. But it's not over. We can draw Relic. That's a good start, I guess. Maybe they decide out some amount of Cryptic Command. I was just thinking that, right? Because it could be that they... That could be a thing. They already have a Field of the Dead. It's funny how they just draw it. They like, when it's the 7th land, it's always a Field of the Dead. Like, hey, yes. Dude, I am fine with that. I am A-okay with that exchange. But Scales will be decent, Riser will be decent. Look at the amount of stuff they've done. Oh, they already have the Udo. Oops, that's fast. Do you think they have a path? They will actually activate it. Man, what a turn 5. Like, they casted an Udo, they casted the path, they escaped the Udo, and they had a field of the deck too. As I said before, you don't lose by a miniature in this. I mean, if I draw a Ravager, I think I could win. I'm going for it if I draw a Ravager, of course. No reason not to. Come on, guys. Focus. Oh, guys. Oh, god damn it, man. Life's hard. I'm gonna activate both Immas, go at it. Maybe we're dead. We're actually just dead. Okay, I'm gonna attack with one Imma. They're gonna path it, right? But the problem means they draw one more card next turn, so they will have 4 cards. I could play a 2/2 Ballista, block. Then next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I like playing a 2/2 Ballista. Worst case scenario, I can shoot down this the zombie, and then we don't die. Yeah, I mean, I think basically when they got the explosive, we lost right there. Like, as I said, you cannot stumble at all. You need to have like the perfect, smooth, play a land every turn, play a thread. You know, we need to keep them. The moment, basically, turn 4, they just jam an Omnath. We couldn't do anything about that. And then from there, the advantage is just too big. Like, okay, they untapped. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need one more. Could it be? Okay, so if they bounce this, I need to shoot these or else I die. But if they bounce these, actually they don't get to draw. Okay, so they bouncing these, so I need to shoot this because if not, I will die. Basically. Also, I could die if they play 3 lands, which they could. But by doing this, also they draw 1 less land. So we still have Ravager as an out. So we take 10 here, we go down to 2. That's why I played the Ballista for X equals 2, by the way. So, I mean, they could have Cryptic Command or a lot of stuff here. But maybe I'm going for it. Show me a Cryptic. Now we have one more land. Wow. Brutal. The 1 of Mana Leak. Could we do something about that? No, right? We're at 2. Yeah, with it. Almost. If we didn't have Mana Leak and we had this was an untapped land, we could have won. Right? Because we pay for it, we sack. This is a 2/2. Yeah, maybe not. Alright, let's finish this leak. Yeah, I mean, that deck is just... Yeah, if they get any kind of advantage, you cannot catch up. It's impossible. Like, you cannot compete versus a deck that every single card draws a card or more. And not only draws a card, also gains life, also puts lands into play. The lands make zombies. The lands get spells back in their top of the deck. You know, it just... Yeah, it's just too much. I mean, if they get any advantage and you lost. I mean, it's hard for them to get advantage. Yeah, it also makes mana, deals damage, yeah, does everything. But it's hard for them to get an advantage, actually. Like, they don't have that many... Like, it's not like a traditional control deck where they have maybe, like, Armage's Charm, Mana Leaks, all that stuff. All their cards is basically just like, just draw a card and hope it sticks. But yeah. Benji Badu. That sounds fine. Yeah, 2-2. We lost to Belts and we lost to Udo. I mean, I think I also like the matchup better if you're playing Boils and that. Oh, Suspir. Is this like actual, factual? It's kind of nice actually. So this can block this. Is this burn? That's what I'm saying. Maybe I should play this, I don't know. But I just like this. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Omnath is just too pushed. Like, I mean, there's no reason it does all the things it does. You know, like there's just no explanation why what a card should do all the things that it does. But it's just what it is. You know, like... Oh, we're playing against the... Okay, this is a blue-red prowess, I guess. Manamorphous resolves. Double red sounds bad. If it goes double blue, then they could crash through. Resolves. I'll spike us. This is trampling. So it's not looking good, eh? Four, 5, 2, 3. Put a counter here. We save 3 life. Okay, we save 3 life, and if we draw a ballista, we like that. So I'm gonna do it. I mean, it's not the best, right? But save 3 life. I think it's kind of relevant. Good. I'm gonna animation mill next turn. Should have played animation mill last turn. Ah, that was so rough, that game versus Dudo, eh? I mean, that's okay. I kind of misplayed this game, I think. I think I sequenced these spells as bad as I could. I mean, worst case, we can make this a 5-5 now, so it's pretty good. See what they do. Maybe they just play a flying dude. Manamorphose is tough, man. Like, they went Suspir, Manamorphose so far. Double red again. Second mana stays Suspir. Second Manamorphose. This is the third Manamorphose. Holy shit, man. This is tough. This is so tough. Double red again. Crash through again. Sure. And this is quite impressive, needless to say. Lava Dart Ass. So that's 5 and 9. We have 14, so this is 9. So okay, if we don't block, we take 6, 11, 12, so we go down to 2. And they're trampling anyway. And we could block and make this a 5-5. But then they will kill it because they would lava dart. Okay, you attack me, you attack me. I'm not blocking. Do your lava dart thing. Do it, man. You want it. Hell yes. Yes. You just gotta do it. Yes. Come on, give me a list up. 18. Scales maybe could have done it. So we play this. Mega Zero. They are the 3 cards. I mean, they could kill us with almost anything. I think we need to win this turn. I mean, maybe just have a bolt and we die, but it could also be that they just break. The fact that they have 4 cards, okay. They kill us on 4, I mean, whatever. Like, felt okay when I cast it. I cast it a few times. This league only once, but the previous league I casted a couple of games and it was really good. I mean, this land is more like a... It's mostly a land. Tap land. It's okay. In our deck, we can use mana quite well. But, you know, I like this big... You know, when I was playing 13 versus Symbiosis, you can only cast it like earliest turn 7, which is a bit too slow. But this for turn 5, you have 5 mana, or turn 6, this becomes a actual, maybe a Ravager of a list or something. So it's been okay. I mean, I don't think it is like the all and all. I don't think it's a staple by any means. But if you're playing Monogreen, maybe that's okay to play. I'll probably be playing a second Northern Pitland, by the way. Turn's kind of bad. Animation module is a bit slow, so I don't want to... I don't love Gem Razors in this matchup. I mean, I actually don't hate Gem Razors in this matchup because they block the flyers. I mean, they had a quite the nutty hand, like 3 mana Morphos. If that deck draws 3 mana Morphos, my friends, we're in trouble. That's fine. I think I've done that sometime in the past too. The only thing that, I mean, maybe I could have won if I had played slightly better. The only thing I've been liking the Darksteel Citadel a lot, but because it works in every matchup. That's my argument, let's say. Like, I know Blinkmoth Nexus are good, but normally are probably only good versus like control decks. But let's turn 1 mana Steady Spear. Their opponent loves to have. Ooh, this would be nice if this was green. So you have a choice, actually. Because if I play... Okay, I'm probably going to play Darksteel Citadel Armor Ravager, I guess. Or I can just play Ozolith. Yeah, I'll only play the Ozolith. The Shadow deck is also... Yeah, actually it's true. Blinkmoth Nexus is pretty good against them. I haven't seen that many Shadow decks. So maybe I'm just being results oriented. I don't know. Probably gonna play the Darksteel Citadel and play the Ravager. Probably have Light of the Stage or Soulscar Mage. That's very strong. Ah, that sucks. I could have played the second Ozolith here, but I like keeping this up. Let's see. Hopefully they do something stupid like Boldar Face. 3 lions is a beating. I'm not blocking here. I actually played Blinkmouth Nexus and, never felt it was that impactful. Sure. Now we make masks, guys. So if I eat this, so I will need another land. Yeah, they play Blood Moon. Sometimes even main deck. So let's see. If I eat this Ozolith, this is a 4/4. I play Charbelcher Combiner and this also. So you can eat this even if it's a Blood Moon. So I play the second Ozolith. Play the Charbelcher Combiner as a 3/3. Sack 6 counters, 4 counters go here, so this will be 8, 14, and then 4 more counters, so it'll be 18. So I have 18 damage, I don't have more. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to eat this Ozolith. Second green source will be amazing for the Gem Breezer, of course. Play the Ozolith. So this is not lethal by 2. So that's basically why I like this, because this was lethal actually. Let's see what they do with their turn. Yeah, it was 8, 12. Oh, yeah, it was lethal. Oh, I actually missed lethal, guys. Huh. So I'll explain. So I do all of these, right? I end up with oops, it was lethal. I should have counted better. So this is lethal anyway. Might as well, right? So the reason it was lethal is because I also could eat the Ozolith. Okay. They have one cunning hand. I didn't realize that. Huh. Sure. They're so aggressive, man. They're completely mindless. They're like... No, Braid, please. Would appreciate that. The Jenny growth. Okay, now they're dead. I mean, they were dead anyway, right? But... And we are not dead. Take 6 and... Yeah. Opponent, you made the valiant efforts. I'm not going to show the Gem Razor. Maybe it comes into play. Yeah, so it was lethal because I could eat the Ozolith. So I actually had 20 exactly. So see here, I eat here and eat here, and it's 20. So if I eat here and here, it's 20, right? So anyway, it worked out, but let me sleep. Oof. It really looks a bit awkward if they're planning on bringing in yeah, I also forgot that I could eat it. I mean, normally the thing is you don't need the Ozolith because you sacrifice the Ravager and move the comp to somewhere else. But when you actually using the Ravager to kill, then I don't like my chances on the draw so much. They are extremely aggressive. They are like they didn't even like think about keeping up interaction. They were like, yes, I'm going for it. Yeah, I'm going for it. This hand, I don't think it does it. I think we need stronger hands. Opponent is mulliganing anyway, so yeah. This hand is stronger. Scales. I may, of all the cards, I may put this Phyrexia's core down. Or I put a forest. I mean, this could come in. This only is bad if they... Yeah, just put the forest back, sit down. And they started with that every single game. It's kind of... Oh my god, man. Why do I draw a second Ozolith here? It's pretty brutal to the... Like, mulliganing and draw your 8th card being, like, the second Ozolith. It's rough. Keenfiend. God damn it, opponent. Are we dead next turn? Probably, right? Oh, we can dismember. Nice. So we will... Of course, I'm gonna wait. I mean, there's not that much they can do to... They kind of make this guy grow, unlike this guy. Sweet Spear... So, you know, this grows, like, bigger. So I want them to use everything, you know, like... Light up the stage. They actually played the land too soon, I guess. Oh, no, they needed it to cast. Soulscar Mage and Mountain, okay. I lava dart you! I think I'm gonna kill the Keenfiend, right? Is the most damage. Still a lot of damage, but... We take 8 here, so you go down to 6. You're down to 5. This is insane, eh? These draws they're having. Okay, guys, we need to draw a lista here. We haven't been... We haven't gotten that energy so much. What? They're going for the kill. We haven't even given the... They're like just going, man. This guy has no mercy. Do you draw? This doesn't seem this card is doing it, honestly. It's insane. I actually dismembered the guy. But actually, this is the big difference with the red. The red, we would be at 9. Because we would have saved 4 life from the... They're drawing. This is all in. Wow. I mean, you gotta love it. You kind of have to love this. Okay. They play that. You kind of have to love. Yeah, with Bolt, I would have been at 9, and I would be in much better shape, actually. But also, I mean, if we draw a list, we win here, so... Block. I mean, clearly they don't have a ball because they're not good for that. Lista. One time, man. Fuck. We're at 3. We can gain a life with Firex's score. Damn it. Okay, guys. Yeah, sometimes you don't really draw what you want, what you need. I mean, to be fair, their hands have been... Okay, they play a mountain, 2 cards left in hand. We can gain a life with these. It's important. I'm gonna vlog the Soul Skirmish, of course. No vlogs, no attacks, wow. I see some poo here, guys. Could gain a life and start sacrificing, but that's not a winning line. But at least at one time. How was Balagate recovery? Shit. I mean, Balagate recovery only gets me, like, what? A dismember, which kills me? Yeah, this is not the dream. This is the actual opposite of the dream. Maybe they think we have weathered the storm or something ridiculous like that. And they just have a bolt. No? Okay. Come on, one more break. One more break. I think I'm feeling it. It's coming. It's coming, guys. I'm feeling it. Okay, Kinfin sucks. I'm feeling that it's coming. Our Lord and Savior, Walking Ballista. Come on, baby. We also have 2 Ancient Strings in the deck. Okay. I mean, if they had a bolt or anything, we would probably be dead, right? So... I mean, I could actually eat one of these and return the Darksteel Citadel to my hand. Lord indeed, man. Any land. I mean, any spell almost does it there, because... Oh, shit. Redraw. Okay. One more brick, dude. Brick one more time. Do it for me. I really want this. No! That's a lightning bolt, motherfucker, with that here. So... we're bad. We're good. Stats. The dream was 0 dreamed here. Yeah, we can get one more life, but then they just hit us with 2, with 4, right? So... why exactly? I want to see what... I mean, this actually would have saved us here, because then we would have blocked. Here it was, guys. Oof, 2-3. Rough. But I mean, this flood was pretty epic. We drew 7 lands in a row. We started the hand, I think, we drew 5 lands in a row. Because we had in our initial hand, there was 1 Untitled Hardened Scales. And I put 1 land back, so I had 3 lands, and ended up the game with 7. Yeah. So I drew Ozolith. The only things I drew was Dismember, Ozolith, and lands. Well, sometimes, you know, like, very close games. So the Udo game, the last one, which was blown up by Explosive. I mean, we could have played around it if we knew about it, but they play like 1 explosives and not always. So, I don't know. I don't know what's the value of playing around it. Then this guy beat us with the prowess deck. He had some nut draws. Actually, every game, but especially this. The first game was like with that turn 4. And then we beat the rest, I guess. I don't know. This was a Lantern Control, and this was... What the hell was this? Ponza. Yeah, Ponza was ridiculously bad. And then we lost to Belcher quite a bit, quite hard. Okay, let's make some changes to the deck. I think we need more Pithing Needles if we want to play against Belchers. They're going to be pretty popular for the week, I think, the Belchers, so... Let's prepare the sideboard for we were actually facing. I think Karn was not the dream. Got one Torpor Orb. I just really want to have at least 2 Pithing Needles and not 3. Because of the Belcher matchup is just awful, basically. I didn't draw this the whole league. I don't know about Balagate Recovery, honestly. Yeah, basically the only reason to play this version is the Bolt. I mean, the actual reason. Good reason. Then you could have other reasons. The bolts are the... But actually, you know, I really like the Darksteel in this version, so probably going to keep playing this. Gemrace is good, Bells is good. Honestly, I almost always want a Relic versus the Uro deck. So maybe we're going to do... This member just feels so bad. It's just so bad right now, this member. It's like the worst removal in the game right now. Like, the fact that it kills you... Like you saw in that game, we were at 9, we were fine. Yeah, Bolt is actually really good. Yeah, this member sucks so much. I'm playing 2, and it's because I don't know where else to play. Yeah, Inscription... Well, Inscription is that... I mean, to be fair, if you had drawn Inscription in that last game, it could have been awesome. Yeah. Yeah, the 1 mana really makes a big difference, yeah. Actually, so far, I actually really like this list. Maybe I would do this, so we are a bit more, like, let's say, flood protected, I guess. So the main deck I actually kind of liked. I think worked pretty nice. The only maybe thing is this this Inscription. But it's a sideboard where I feel I'm kind of losing out. I mean, the Veil would not have done anything versus the Uro deck, I think. Oh. Is the Torpor that necessary right now? I mean... What are the decks? What decks are being played? Let's just check that out, guys. So it's only good against... It's decent against the Helio deck. It's good against Death on Taxes. As in, like, when it's good, it's great. But do you need it? Yeah, what's your opinion, Taiga, on Torpor? Yeah. Yeah, I love Warp as well. But actually, Bale has been also very bad for me. So actually, probably will do this. I mean, it's so bad to have a reactive spell. Like, actually, for example, Amulet Titan also doesn't play Bale. Because it's just so bad to have, let's say, 1 more mana to do your thing. You would rather just do your thing 1 turn earlier. In my opinion. 3 Pithing Needles may seem like a lot. It is probably a lot. It's made too much respect for that deck. Maybe we got it. What do you think about it? I think this is nice. This is a nice sideboard. Relics are for the Uro matchup, but how's the sideboard for the Uro matchup? What do I do? So I could cut... Let's say we're playing against Uro. What are my cuts? So I cut this. Cut this. I cut this. And I got this. Right? And then I bring in 4 relics. Yeah, Veil is really good versus, like, when you play against the JSK Control. There's been a deck that plays it's like blue-black Control that Canister has been playing. That is also really good against it because of course it stops everything. It's good against Sultai, but I mean, if opponent's playing Sultai, like, okay, let's say you could be facing Sultai sometimes in the you could be facing Sultai sometimes in the leagues, but the reality is Sultai is not as good as 4 colors. It's just not. So basically, I kind of like this plan versus them. Just bring in the Relic. Relic is the most impactful card by far versus Uro. Like, Relic is just the best card versus Uro. You play turn 1, at that point they don't have Mystic Sanctuary, they don't have Ren and 6, they don't have Uro. I mean, that is a lot of their deck. So, I mean, it's a random deck list. I have no idea if this is good. They play 4 Uros, 3 Rens and 6s. Then they have how many Mystic Sanctuaries? 2 Mystic Sanctuaries. This is the backbone of the deck. This is all of these cards are crap. Like, Grow Spiral, man. Pepe Hand. Ether Gust in the main deck. Who cares? 1 Teferi only, 1 Hero Luminary only. So their value comes from just the Uro, the Mystic Sanctuary, and the Ren 6. The rest is just kind of like helpers. I mean, they're good, but they're not like amazing. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think the rest of the cards are just meant to distract you a little bit. Like, you know, you spend time trying to kill at the Fairy Time Raveler. You know, you basically all of these cards are just there to gain them time to play Uro, play Ren, like get this thing running where they have a Ren that gets an extra land every turn, and they get to play 2 lands a turn, making 4 zombies a turn, or 2 zombies a turn with the Uro attacks. That's what they want, basically. They actually, I wouldn't even say the Omnat is just there because it's too busted, but I don't think Omnat is the reason they win. Like, they normally win because of Uro. Yeah. So exactly, and once they bounce, your veil is shit anyway. So I think I like my sideboard here. 4 relics, 2 pithing needles for the Belcher matchup, which I think that it will come up. Also, relic is good versus the Upsal spells then more or less. Of course, surgical would be better, but Gem Razor versus all the artifact matchups. Honestly, I haven't been loving them as much. I felt like Nature's Claim sometimes would be better. There's not a much Eldrazi right now. So what is the Gem Razor for, actually? Sometimes I wonder, like... So when we're bringing Gem Razor, what are we bringing it against? None of these decks. Death and Taxes, maybe. We're not bringing it to Mono Red. Not against John Death Shadow. Not against... we bring it in against Amulet Titan, I guess. But I would argue that Nature's Claim is better than Gem Razor in this matchup. And against the Tron decks. Yeah, I'm not saying to cut the Gem Razors. I'm saying to put Nature's Claim instead. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically for Tron, E-Tron, and I actually don't know if this is our... Like, Nature's Claim is better against the Death and Taxes deck by a lot because it's an instant. It helps versus Burn. It is better versus Amulet because you can claim their Dryad at instant speed instead of having to like untap and do the thing. You know what? I mean, I love Gem Razor. It's an amazing card, and I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm gonna try to play Claims again. It also can kill the Charbelcher instantly instead of having to have 3 mana. So I think one of the main draws of playing the Gem Razor is that it goes through. I mean, it definitely we make our matchup versus D-Tron worse by not playing Gem Razor. But yeah. Actually, I think this is a kind of cool sideboard. Very different to what has been played before, but I think No. They don't play Oof on Heliod because when they cannot kill you with Ballista if they play Oof. I know they can choose when to play the Oof, but no, they don't play Oof. I mean, this is my Heliod deck. I don't know if this is what I would be playing right now. But if you play Oof, then the Ballista doesn't kill, and then you can only win with Spike Feeder, and that's kind of bad. Oof is basically only played by like Ponza. I mean, also by I don't even know if this Aladambri's toolbox deck plays it anymore. Yeah, look, this deck plays Zeus. This actually won the challenge this weekend. We can have a look at this. So they play one Collector Roof. But honestly, man, I actually feel Collector Roof. If people want to spend, like, let's say this deck wants to spend one Eladamri's Call to get their Collector Roof and then cast their Collector Roof in the next turn. So they want to spend their third turn casting a Collector Roof. I'm kind of fine with that. Oh, that fell, man. Yeah, also humans. I mean, definitely this sideboard is softer. I don't know why I call it Gruul. It's clearly not Gruul. This sideboard is softer to that, but I'm just counting on the inscription to kind of carry us, right? So my idea is that you playing this and you playing this, so you actually have 5. I mean, if you have drawn 1, you have another one from this. It's not amazing, but if I yeah, I don't want to play more Dismembers. I think Dismember is just trash. Like it's bad against all the decks. Like there is no one deck you're like, oh, I'm so happy to play Dismember against. Like, I mean, that is the thing. I'm a bit more soft to also the combo deck by not playing Dismember, but I can Pithing Needle their Heliod and their Spike Feeder with the Pithing Needle, so that's kind of nice. Still, this matchup is 50-50, but we have a decent matchup versus this. It's not so hard to beat. But like Dismember is pretty bad against this deck because they just kill you. Especially it's really bad against Scourges or Skyclaves. Dismember, of course, not good versus that. It's okay versus Amulet because it can kill Dryad. It's actually one of the only places where this is bare. Needle on the Heliod. No, I think versus Heliod, you all only bring in the. I would probably bring in versus Heliod like Dismembers, maybe Torpor Orbs, and maybe 2 Needles, like maybe the Needles. But like cards like Animation Model are super bad versus Heliod because they don't give a shit. Like, you can have all the servers you want. Like cards like Animation Module, even Throne of Geth, sometimes even Scrapyard Combiner. It's just so slow that they. I think these 6 cards are actually really good versus Heliod. Like Pithing Needle, you can also name Arbor Elf Pithing Needle because it's not a mana ability. So if they go like turn 1 Arbor Elf, you go, oh, turn 1 Pithing Needle. And then they, a lot of times they keep pretty. I mean, when I play the deck, I keep pretty greedy mana, pretty greedy turns. And Torpor Orb stops the Skyclave apparition, which is a big deal actually. But yeah, for example, versus this deck, you don't really want to be losing 4 life or 8 life on these members because they kill you so fast with Dryad and Balakut. Yeah, exactly. Versus the Arctic Champion and everything, you want to have the Torpor for sure. And then let's look at this challenge. Ooh, somebody won with Mono White the challenge. Funny. Was it this weekend? Yeah. Wow. Hell yeah. This guy actually won with Hammer Time. Talk about a deck that Nature's Claim is better than fucking Jump Chaser, man. Wow. Uro was second, McQueen Sauce. Yeah, this deck is super sweet. I actually have a lot of the pieces on paper. I have the Paladins, Stormforge Mystics, and of course I have this from Affinity. I even have some of these. This deck is so sweet, actually. It just is a bit too all-in. Maybe I should play it once. It's relatively cheap. I'm sure it has gotten more expensive now. But it's so sweet. It's like, basically, it's like playing Affinity, but with equipment. Like, it's playing only the aggressive part of Affinity. You don't get the grindy part. What is this guy playing? Oh, Death and Taxes. I think this is what the deck should be. The deck should be played like this, I think. More than the... I really like this 80 card version where they use all these... Oh no, this is not Death and Taxes. Oh, yeah, it is. Why would you play this shit? I think this is so bad. I don't know. Value from Mono Red. Let's see if there's something sweet that people played here. Yeah. So yeah, I will probably run this tomorrow. But you know, even see. So I'll probably run this tomorrow. I think that the list has been pretty solid. I think the one inscription is fine. Yeah, it also gives them the Yorion, and Yorion can blink older dudes, and older dudes do stuff when they enter the battlefield, right? So, and I think this sideboard is where we want to be right now. There will be a lot of Belcher because he went top 4 on the challenge. So anybody, I'm pretty sure the combo players, they watch Sodek and they think, okay, what is this guy playing? And they see, oh, he's playing Belcher, I'm going to play Belcher. Then he's playing Oops All Spells, and they're going to play Oops All Spells, right? But also, I think this also is kind of decent against Oops All Spells because we can, yeah. Basically, I like the idea of all my cards being pretty cheap. And even Nature's Claim with Darksteel can be good. I think I'll try this tomorrow. I think this is really good lists. I'm playing only 6 forests, but 2 Nurturing Peatlands. Yeah, Turbo hits Oops All Spells, half of them. And then you need Pithing Needle for the other dude. And then you're like, oops, no spells. Kappa. Yeah. I actually like the last Citadel a lot. Oops, no deck. That's the thing, if you play a 1-card combo, then you should expect that, you know, like, you can also lose if you cannot play that card. Yeah, but I don't know. The last Citadel has been actually pretty impressive. Like, this league actually used it a lot to make, like, Ravager Beacon and stuff. So, I think it's kind of nice. I also used it to sacrifice it to Scrapyard Recombiner, which is super sweet. I've been liking more this card than I used in the past. Yeah, Lurrus. I mean, Lurrus is good, but just forces your mana base to be so awkward, and it's so hard to cast. Like, and you also lose to Ponza. Like, any Blood Moon deck also hurts you a lot because then you don't have green or black. I mean, the good thing about the red deck is that if somebody like Blood Moons you, you're like, okay, I only have 4 green spells in my whole deck. Who cares? But the Lurrus deck is like, if you get Blood Moon, man, it's just so rough. Whereas this is like, okay, I only have 6 forests, but it's 6 forests, right? I don't know how I feel about 2 Nurturing Peatlands. It came up with that we flooded a bit this league, so maybe it's worth it. Alright. Thank you for hanging out, Tiger. I'm gonna go to sleep. But yeah, thanks for watching. And you guys from YouTube, if you want to watch more, you can follow me on Twitch. And subscribe if you like the content. You're welcome, mate. I'll stream tomorrow some more. Probably I will stream earlier tomorrow. Today I was a bit late. Good night.